You know who Sora reminds me of? CM Punk. All of their fans are around the same age and are all men. And yes, they even had fans that cried as it happened. They've been waiting to see him return for a long time now. They make a far bigger deal out of them than they actually are. Both of the people in charge are money marks that are recklessly spending another person's money to get them. And believe it or not, both of them made proclamations of how they were going to win over new fans beforehand. And it's quite the coincidence that both CM Punk's debut in AEW and Sora in Smash Bros. Happened within 2 or so months of one another. So do you want a foreshadowing of Sora? Then here you go. CM Punk's debut was hyped up for months until it was finally done in his hometown of Chicago on an episode of AEW Rampage. That episode drew 1.1 million viewers. 2 months later, that viewership was cut in half. To make things even more interesting, they hyped up yet another huge show for early September, even as they signed more big stars from WWE, and the fans that were raving about his triumphant return to wrestling. Half of them left the arena during this show before CM Punk even had his first televised match in over 7 years. So in just a very short amount of time, the hype for CM Punk came and went with no growth to be found. That's what's going to happen with Sora. The fans that desperately wanted Sora will passionately spend their $6 whopping within the first couple days and then hardly anything after that. This character likely won't draw in new fans, so is it even worth it? The hype will quickly taper off just like Banjo-Kazooie did. With how Disney and Square Enix have been manning Kingdom Hearts, you'd have to think that Nintendo would need to hit millions of Sora downloads to break even on the investment. And I don't think that will happen. Sure, I'm happy you guys got the character you wanted, but Sakurai needs to realize he's pandering to the vocal minority. Just like with Tony Khan, he spends a lot of money to continue pleasing his vocal minority, and that's not a healthy mindset to have if you run this giant product.